Hello. Today I wanted to talk to you about the New York Times crossword and the amazing people who create them. If you're not familiar with the New York Times crossword, then this is it. This is a filled out version, so you can see it's a grid of letters that make up in any horizontal or vertical direction the answers to these clues. This is just a section of the clues. Obviously there's some missing off the bottom, but basically you need to go through and fill this in. It's published in the New York Times. The people who create this are absolutely amazing. So we've got some data from Xword Info, and we're diving in to see what types of people create these. And obviously one of the first things you look at is the gender of these people. So let's look at that now. The yellow bars on the left show the number of females creating, versus the blue bars are the percentage of males creating. So you can see that we've got 15% of females back in 1994 who were creating these crosswords. Things improved slightly to about 2007 down here. Sorry, 2003 when it was 27%. But more recently, things have been getting worse again. So only 17, 13, 16% in recent years have had female creators. So that's really disappointing from the fact of gender equality on the New York Times part. Let's dig into this and expand it by day of the week. We can see that Mondays in 2001 were a particularly day for good equality. Mondays are quite good. In 2001, 51%. Tuesdays in 2005, 50%, and 2008. Mondays. So those are the only three occasions, if we break it down by day of the week, that females were equivalent to male. Now, again, that's obviously not great, but what's this quirk with day of the week? Why are we seeing particularly Mondays and Tuesdays broken down? You can see that there are less females as we look across here. Well, let's look at the total number by day of the week since 1993, 1994. You can see that Fridays and Saturdays are very underrepresented from a female creator's point of view. Mondays and Tuesdays, if you're a female creator, you're much more likely to be published, as well as Sundays. I'm not really sure what's going on with the New York Times. Clearly they need to look at their selection policy and try and work out why this distribution isn't more equivalent, or explain it. Explain why female authors can't get their work published on Fridays or Saturdays. Let's go away from that negative message though and look at some of these awesome females who are creating these amazing crosswords. You can see Elizabeth Gorski here, 208 crosswords she's created, as well as Paula Gamouche, Lynn Lapel, and Kathy Milhauser, Nancy Solomon. Created an amazing number of crosswords between them. Scroll down and we can see there's a few collaborations with males, but these are all the ones including females, and there's a very long tail that have produced just one or two crosswords. Let's look across the career of these crossword creators and look at the top 10. So you can see that Elizabeth Gorski here, she's been going since about 1995, 1996, and you can see that this career has just spanned an amazing number of years. One thing that does stand out though is she stopped in about 2016, as did a lot of the others in the top 10. They've all stopped now. The only people in the top 10 who are continuing to publish are Lynn Lapel and Zoquin Bernicle. Now, that's a bit of a problem. The top 10 are no longer present, so clearly we need more females to get involved with creating New York Times crosswords. We need the New York Times to publish them, and this is something that we needs more female people submitting to. Some of those people who are publishing one or two need to keep submitting in order to get the number of females higher. So that's all I wanted to go through today. Thank you very much for listening, and thanks for your time. Bye bye.